Hello, this is Dustin again, and thank you for watching another battle report. This time we're doing a 2400 point list, including special characters, and we're playing a special scenario that we're planning to go to a tournament for, pony cart. So there's a little Empire war machine that moves around. That's what that is. I'll go over my opponent Chad's list first. On his dwarf army. He went with left to right. That cannon's actually an organ gun. You wanted to try out a pair of organ guns. Then we got a flaming bolt thrower with the runes of seeking. I think it's 25 warriors with great weapons, 20 quarrelers with great weapons, a flaming cannon with an engineer, 20 of the great weapon protector guys, I don't remember what they are, with his BSB and an organ gun. He's got 20 miners coming in reserve, and Thorek on the anvil. My army, I'm taking my chaos this time. I'm bringing 8 chaos ogres of Slaanesh with great weapons, 18 warriors with hand weapon shield. My BSB is in that unit, and level 2 shadow mage, war shrine, then another unit of 18 warriors with hand weapon shield, or 17, there's 17 warriors, another level 2 shadow warrior or shadow caster, and Sigvald, 8 trolls with additional hand weapons, and then 2 units of 5 dogs. And the pony cart starts right in the middle. So on to turn 1. Alright, Dwarves got the first turn. He basically didn't move. He just shot at a few things, killed almost nothing. I think he killed a couple warriors. And the white war machine is supposed to be the pony cart, and it moves randomly every turn. You scatter it 3 by 6 inches, and it counts as impassable terrain, so you can't claim it. If you're the only one on the quarter that it's on with a rank, you get extra bonuses at the end of the game. It just more got in the way. And then go right on to Chaos turn. Thorek was using his Wrath and Ruin to slow down units, and doing the big version, he got 3 units and affected both my warriors and my ogres, so they all got slowed up. And on my turn, the pony cart went back to basically where it started at. Yeah, so on to turn 2. Alright, yeah, so on turn 1, I forgot to mention, I did successfully cast the big version of Pit of Shades, and it didn't scatter on his large unit of dwarf warriors, and so it killed the majority of them. So I thought that was really lucky. And on his turn 2, the miners came in and were filling up the gap. Other than that, he shot and maged me. I think he only got 2 units this time with his Wrath and Ruin. And he put a couple of wounds on the trolls. Chaos turn 2. I move up like you see. I lowered the ballistic skill of his organ gun on the right. I think that was the only spell I got off this turn. And set my dogs after his organ gun on the left. And that pony cart just keeps getting in the way. I was going to charge his bolt thrower with my ogres, but then the pony cart ran right in the way. Okay, and that's it for turn 2. Alright, turn 3 for the Dwarves. He basically targeted the trolls. Flaming cannon at them, flaming bolt thrower at them, organ gun on the left, and the quarrelers all shot at him to remove half the trolls. And then he Wrath and Ruined again. I don't remember how many units or which ones got hit, but I think it was the ogres. and maybe one of the units of warriors. And then on the chaos side, my left dogs charged into his ogre gun. Actually rolled 3 wounds on the charge, so I killed him and then overran into the bolt thrower. So that was good. The trolls declared a charge on his miners. Oh yeah, it was the time before the trolls charged the miners, or charged the remaining warriors, and then overran, but did not get into the, or just reformed. Anyways, this turn they charged the miners and then lost one on troll and overran to where they are now. That's where they pretty much stay because they're out of the range of leadership. Because the pony cart got in the way of charging the quarrelers like I wanted. Ogres on the right successfully charged the organ gun over there. Did not roll high enough to hit the anvil, and a couple guys went off the edge, so they aren't on the board this turn. And that was it. Point of note, I keep doing the bound spell on the War Shrine, trying to get my champions to go to Demon Princes, but it never worked this game. So on to turn 4, I believe. Alright, Dwarves turn 4. He turns his warriors on the right to face where the ogres have to come in at. Targets some more warriors with his other stuff. I think he fires his cannon at the trolls, trying to hurt them some more, and he did a couple wounds, or a wound. Wrath and Ruined I think he only got 2 units. I think he did the War Shrine and the right unit to slow him up. And yeah, and then on the Chaos turn. Oh yeah, last turn he meant to reform. He declared it, but he hadn't moved him yet. So he reformed his Quarrelers, so they're more ranked up. And I declared a charge. I think I declared both charges with my War Shrine and the right warriors, but didn't make it. One thing I noticed, that if you're Wrath and Ruin, you're only movement 2, you might as well declare the charge because you're probably going to go faster. And then my ogres came on in a losing fight there. There wasn't any arrow welts from the go. And yeah, so that was the end of turn 4. On to turn 5. Alright, turn 5. His hammerers, that's what they're now, that's what they're called, charged my ogres. There was a lot of death on both sides. I only lost by a couple, actually. But since they're outside the range of the general and the battle standard bearer, they did not hold and ran off the board. We're trying to keep it kind of like a tournament style, so we set ourselves a 2-hour time limit, so this was the last turn of the game. So he declared a charge with his fully ranked up unit of warriors at the flank of my right warriors, or his quarrelers at my warriors. So I chose to flee. There's no point in letting him beat me. If it was Sigvald's unit, I would have took it, since he's stubborn on a 10 and can dish out enough damage by himself. So then he redirected into my War Shrine, which I just fled there too. It doesn't need to die. It probably wouldn't die, but it would probably break and run away, and then he would be out of my range for my other warriors to charge him, should that pony cart not be in the way. Other than that, I think he fired his cannon at my War Shrine. He fired it at the War Shrine like 3 different turns, and it he either misfired and so it didn't do anything, or I ward saved it every time. The dogs on the left, there's 1 dwarf left. I think I killed like 1 dwarf every combat phase, or close to that. And him not doing anything, he just couldn't hit. Okay, and on, yeah, so on my turn, the opponent card actually moved out of the way, so I charged into the flank of his Corlers. I actually cast the Withering on them to reduce their toughness by 1, so they're only toughness 3. Sigvald basically whiffed his attacks. He was up to 9 attacks, and I challenged with the champion so he could kill more dwarves. He only killed 2. I was very disappointed. Rolled a lot of 1s. But I did kill a whole bunch. 1 combat by a bunch, and he snake eyes it to stay. To keep them in. Well, that kept the game a draw. But everything else over there, my warriors on the right rallied. There's less of them there because I irresistibly force cast the Withering on that unit, and then rolled a 4 for the large template. So the wizard died. I lost 6 warriors, 7 warriors, and it didn't swing the game enough. I did not finish killing off his bolt thrower. So yeah, that's where the game ended. Came down to an almost exact draw within 25 points. He got my ogres and my trolls. Yeah, because he last turn of the game, I think, yeah, on his turn he wrath and ruined them and did an amazing amount of damage on him and killed him off. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Hope to have more in the future, especially after the next tournament, which is in February. Thanks.